Welcome to www.staxi.com. Today's topic, Airport Transport Chair makes travel easier. Use of an airport transport chair can make travel smoother and easier for the mobility impaired. For travelers who use a walker, a cane, or crutches for mobility, a transport chair is extremely helpful. The distance from curbside to gate or from gate to gate when changing planes can be difficult to cover for the mobility impaired. Rather than struggling with carry-on baggage on a walker, the traveler can make use of a transport chair either as a rental or provided by the airline. If you normally use a walker, check with your airline before you travel. For most domestic flights, the airport SkyCap will provide porter service, assisting you from curbside to check-in. Depending on the airline, your walker may be checked or if it folds, may be carried on. Be sure to let the airline know for each flight, including connecting flights, that you have mobility issues, even if you do not need an aisle transport chair on the plane itself. For international flights, it's generally advisable to call the airport a day in advance to arrange for transport service into the international terminal. Airlines each individually provide either airport transport wheelchairs or electric cart transportation, both between gates and terminals and from the gate to ground transportation. The mobility-impaired traveler will be the last to deplane. However, verifying your status in advance with the airline will also ensure pre-boarding priority. A folding walker may be stored on board if your airline has a mid-cabin storage closet and if there's room on the plane. Otherwise, your walker should be checked in as baggage and reclaimed when you reach your destination. For mobility between gates and terminals and between the gate and ground transportation, an airport transport chair is ideal. Airport transport chairs are either standard wheelchairs or of a more modern stackable design. In either case, for a better passenger experience, airports generally do not provide self-propelled chairs. A transport chair is specifically designed to be used with the assistance of an attendant. The mobility-impaired passenger will either be pushed by an airport employee or by a travel companion. Transport chairs, unlike standard wheelchairs, cannot be moved by the passenger either because they lack handrails or because they do not have the traditional wheel arrangement. Whether you're a full-time wheelchair user, use a walker, or have other mobility issues, traveling with a disability doesn't have to mean that travel is a hassle. High-quality airport transport wheelchairs can ease the difficulty of transition from flight to flight and from flight to street. Additionally, many well-designed transport wheelchairs provide under-seat baggage storage so that you don't have to juggle your carry-on while trying to make that flight. Some transport chairs even come accessorized with oxygen tank holders, seat belts, and automatic handbrakes to ensure that your trip doesn't end before it starts due to a runaway wheelchair. If you have issues with mobility, remember that the airlines are there to help. Call ahead, check your walker or wheelchair through your final destination, and your trip will be a breeze. To find out more information on topics like this, please go to www.staxi.com.